This is Blender version 293, and to my surprise, you can press Alt and middle mouse button. This is how you will scrub your timeline from here on different settings that you will have for animation. And this is just marvelous. You don't need to go find, not anymore, this playback button, because right now, like I mentioned before, you can press Alt and then middle mouse button, and then you can go forward or backwards. By the way, that smoke that Annie has right there has been created and animated at shader level. Let me show you. Um, this is still a work in progress, actually more like a proof of concept, because I really like the look and feel that the smoke in Attack on Titan style has. It's amazing. Anyways, so this is the smoke animation, or the smoke shader. So you can see some of the things that we've seen before. Don't forget that this blue light, this blue box means the light threshold. So yeah, that's that, and I really like the result. I'll need to change the jacket obviously and do some more shading here because she looks too realistic, too 3D-ish. But the face turned out to be fine. I really like this look. The hair as well may have some changes. But the real hero of this story is this presets, color presets, which is called Enrich. The Enrich add-on helps you to create better images. If I turn this off, which is the vignette effect, it's gone. If I switch this one off, this is my original render image. You know how it looks, very unsaturated. But if I activate the vignette, then we will get this contrasty image, and of course the blown out style that Attack on Titan had on this episode. And I really like it. You can control the overlay and the contrast here. Not only that, but you can change, as a matter of fact, many other presets that this add-on has. Look at that. It's just like Magic Bullet looks in After Effects. And the way the Enrich panel works is by clicking here, and then you have a lot of presets. And the general idea here is that if you have previous context from working in Photoshop, you can come here and then apply any other settings as you would in Photoshop. For example, I'm going to do just a color balance. I hope not to lose anything here. So lift, gamma, and gain is going to be called highlights, mid colors. I forget how it's called, and then shadows. So let me switch out the shadows to somewhat blue. So we will see that everything there it gets kind of dark. So if we were to correct this, to color correct this to a night scene, we can continue further adjusting many of the other effects that I have right here. So this is blue tint. It's really amazing. This is the vignette, and so on and so forth. And the wonderful thing about this is that whenever you do render from the compositor, which we have right here, this is the compositor, the Blender compositor, in case that you don't know it. When we activate extra information such as the depth of field, mist passes, and most of the other things that we already have, but nevertheless you can find them here, like the normal mist pass and some others, and more passes are coming into Blender 2.9 on the final release, 2.93 on the final release. Last but not least, you can also work in the viewport, in real-time viewport, with different render layers that will allow you to have your elements separated. In the case that you need to do a composite outside Blender. I'm just doing this as a proof of concept because, like I mentioned before, I really like the Attack on Titan smoke, so I did a test for that. And like I said before, if you press Alt and middle mouse click, you can scrub the timeline. Look at that, it's just marvelous, just fantastic, it just works.